I won't say a waste of time, I don't know what that was, Of course, I wish all those plays connected, but, it's football. It's not going to be perfect all the time.
These are young players that you're so invested in their development, so I'll let the week play out and make a decision later on that.
Breaking news out of the Cleveland Browns camp. Star wide receiver Jeudy has finally spoken up about the messy quarterback drama shaking the team since the start of the season. In a bold and unexpected statement, Jeudy publicly backed Shedeur Sanders, directly calling out head coach Kevin Stefanski for mishandling the quarterback situation. Jeudy didn't sugarcoat a thing, questioning why the Browns refused to give Shedeur the starting job, especially now that Joe Flacco is out of the picture. With the media buzzing and fans demanding answers, Stefanski's hesitation to name Sanders as QB1 is only making the situation even hotter.
How Shedeur and Bailey have worked so far?
I got a lot of trust with those guys. Those guys been here since OTAs and since minicamp. They've been doing their thing.
Jeudy didn't stop there. He doubled down, stressing how valuable Shedeur Sanders has been to the Browns from day one. Jeudy said Sanders, along with Dillon Gabriel, has been one of the few players fully locked in since OTAs, showing up and putting in the work every single day. Jeudy made it crystal clear that Shedeur has earned his respect and proven he's someone the team can count on when the pressure is at its peak. In fact, Jeudy believes that when the moment comes, Sanders will silence all the critics and prove why he deserves the starting job. He's convinced that Shedeur has the talent, the mentality, and the leadership to take the Browns all the way. Jeudy didn't hold back when Mary Kay Cabot asked about Shedeur Sanders' recent comments, where he confidently said he's absolutely ready to play. Instead of criticizing Shedeur, Jeudy used the moment to lift his teammate up. He praised Sanders for putting in the work, learning fast, and mastering every detail of the game, from the first snap to the toughest high-pressure moments. Jeudy made it clear that Shedeur has done everything the coaches have demanded from him. And because of that, he sees nothing wrong with Sanders boldly saying he's ready to take over when his time comes.
He been doing a good job, just understanding the plays, doing whatever the coach asks for him, and he been doing a great job of just, being a pro and, doing what he need to do to be able to, once he get his chance, to take advantage of that. So, that's all we could ask for him to do. Once he get his opportunity, just take advantage of it.
But Jeudy isn't the only one speaking up for Shedeur Sanders. Myles Garrett has also stepped in to praise the young quarterback's dedication and relentless work ethic. Garrett pointed out how rare it is to see a player as committed as Shedeur, showing up to the facility before everyone else and staying long after the rest have gone home. On top of that, Sanders takes it even further, walking into the coaches' offices on his own time, asking what he can do to improve and make himself stand out.
As a veteran, what's impressed you the most on how he's approached the game?
The time he takes, showing up early. Coach's office is easily seen when you walk in the building, and almost every morning you see him in there, talking through plays, talking through schemes with coach, and making sure that he's ready for his moment when he gets called.
Myles Garrett didn't hold back either. He made it clear that he truly respects Shedeur Sanders for his non-stop effort and commitment. Garrett said Sanders has earned every ounce of respect through pure hard work. He pointed out that the level of maturity Shedeur has shown is something every player aims for, and it deserves to be recognized. According to Garrett, Sanders' approach to the game reflects a rare kind of dedication that should be celebrated, not overlooked. Yet despite all the praise and validation Shedeur has received from the team's leaders, Kevin Stefanski still seems determined to keep him sitting on the bench. Kevin Stefanski keeps insisting he's not willing to take risks with a young player like Shedeur Sanders, trying to make it seem like everything is under control. But it's becoming obvious that his so-called safe decisions are really just excuses to keep Shedeur off the field. Stefanski keeps pointing to Shedeur's age as the reason he won't start him, claiming he's too young to handle the pressure. Yet at the same time, he's giving players like Quinton Judkins, who didn't even have a full training camp, the green light to play. If Judkins can step up and deliver, then why can't Shedeur be given the same chance to prove himself?
I always have to be mindful of our players and our players' development, and I want to make sure that I'm always doing what's best for our players and, of course, our team.
Dan Orlovsky didn't hold back when responding to Kevin Stefanski's latest comments. He said he's frustrated that Shedeur Sanders hasn't even been named QB2 yet, especially when there's clearly no real competition for that spot. Orlovsky aimed his criticism straight at the Browns' ownership, asking what happened to the supposed plan for the season, the one that was meant to evaluate players like Dillon Gabriel and Shedeur Sanders as the team's future quarterbacks. He didn't mince words, slamming the Browns' management for their inconsistent and confusing approach to the quarterback situation, calling out their lack of direction, transparency, and leadership.
If it's not Shedeur, I do think it's disappointing. I do think it's a question of why not? We've gone through this. Okay, Gabriel, if it's not Shedeur, because we know it's very much so pointing to the future in Cleveland, what's going on that Shedeur hasn't done enough or shown enough or displayed himself enough to be the backup quarterback in a season where we all know it's only about are any of those guys.
The pressure on the Cleveland Browns is heating up fast as the Shedeur Sanders situation keeps escalating. Fans and analysts are getting louder by the day, demanding that Kevin Stefanski finally make a decision instead of keeping Shedeur stuck on the sidelines. Supporters of Sanders just want to see him succeed, but if the team keeps holding him back, the blame won't fall on Shedeur. It'll land squarely on the Browns for stalling his growth and wasting his potential. The frustration is boiling over, and it's becoming clear that if the Browns don't act soon, they'll be the ones responsible for the damage done to their own future star. As the Cleveland Browns continue to wrestle with their quarterback controversy, the spotlight has firmly shifted to Shedeur Sanders, and fans and analysts can't stop talking about it. Even with major backing from stars like Jeudy and Myles Garrett, who have praised Sanders' relentless work ethic, maturity, and dedication, head coach Kevin Stefanski still refuses to name him the starting quarterback. Stefanski's stubborn hesitation is now sparking serious doubts about his judgment and the direction of the Browns' QB future. Meanwhile, Shedeur has done everything right, showing up to every practice, every meeting, and proving with his drive and focus that he's ready to be the leader this team desperately needs. Shedeur Sanders' performance and eagerness to learn have earned him deep respect from his teammates. Yet Kevin Stefanski keeps hiding behind excuses, constantly pointing to Shedeur's youth and inexperience as reasons not to start him. But that argument falls apart when players like Quinton Judkins, even younger and with far less preparation, are getting their shot. If the Browns are willing to take risks on others, then why not on Shedeur, who's already proven he's ready to rise to the moment? The frustration inside and outside the locker room is growing louder, and it's clear that the pressure on Stefanski is reaching a breaking point. The ball's in Stefanski's court. Will he give Shedeur Sanders his shot, or risk losing him to the Raiders? Comment, like, and subscribe for all the latest NFL updates.